Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Tuesday, June the 16th. Last night, the New York Mets put on display one of the prizes of the deal that changed their franchise. A few years ago, Sandy Alderson, Mets general manager, shipped R.A. Dickey, coming off of a Cy Young season for the Mets, the knuckleballer, over to the Toronto Blue Jays, bringing back catcher Travis d'Arnaud, and of course, starting pitching prospect Noah Syndergaard. Well, it was Syndergaard on the mound last night against a Blue Jays team that has quickly become one of the stories of the baseball season and baseball's best offense. The Blue Jays came into the night with 11 victories in a row, and not just winning these games 2-1 or 3-2, bashing the baseball, bashing opposing pitching, and it looked early on like they might do that to the young prospect they once gave away in a trade. Jose Bautista hit a home run, a long home run, off of Syndergaard in the first inning, but that was all the Blue Jays got. Baseball's best offense was shut down by the kid they call Thor, and baseball's best offense really was dominated to the tune of 11 strikeouts in 6 innings by a pitcher. As you watch him progress and you watch Noah Syndergaard grow here into a major league starting pitcher being called up last month, you see what the potential is here, and you see the Mets' embarrassment of riches in the starting rotation get even better by the day. We all know about Matt Harvey. Jacob deGrom has been wonderful, backing up last year's Rookie of the Year campaign with what he's done this year. Zach Wheeler, before hurting his arm, looked like a potential top-of-the-rotation arm. We've heard so much about Steven Matz. And now Syndergaard, not just potential, but delivering on it. And so far, so good for Noah Syndergaard in his debut season. Now sits with a 3.76 ERA on the year and had that one bad start in San Diego. So you add it all together, that's a pretty good ERA in a short period of time when you have one bad start sprinkled in. He has now done something twice, and only two other pitchers in baseball can say they've done that over the last decade. Syndergaard has now had 2 different starts since arriving to the big leagues in May of 6 innings or less pitched, yet 10 or more strikeouts. Last night, 6 innings, 11 strikeouts, which is very, very impressive against the Blue Jays. Yeah, they might strike out a little bit, but they do hit for power, and they have the ability to bash opposing pitchers, especially young ones. Syndergaard now has done that twice this season with 10-plus strikeouts in 6 or less innings. When he learns to harness it, when he learns to pitch deeper into games, you're going to start thinking here about a guy that can get 13, 14 strikeouts over 7 or 8 innings. The way the dominant pitchers right now, like a Corey Kluber, like a Chris Sale, Felix Hernandez, Clayton Kershaw, that's the kind of stuff we're seeing here out of Noah Syndergaard. The 11 strikeouts in 6 innings last night. Now he's done that twice. The only 22 or younger age pitchers, the only very young pitchers to do that over the last decade, you might know their names. Julio Teheran from the Braves and that guy Clayton Kershaw out in Los Angeles when he was a kid with the Dodgers. Very, very good company for the guy that they call Thor, for the big right-handed pitcher that last night showed off his entire arsenal. From the big fastball to the end of that game, his last batter, Edwin Encarnacion, the hook from hell, as Terry Collins dubbed it a few years ago, an 83-mile-per-hour just hammer. Thor's hammer coming down, an excellent curveball for the strikeout. As you watch the first-place Mets now, that was a big win for them last night, 35-30, and you think about what they need for this year, you think about the future, you think about how much pitching they have. Don't necessarily put Syndergaard in a tier below a guy like Harvey, a tier below like a guy like deGrom. As he progresses, as you watch the talent, there is no reason to me, if he stays healthy, he's not going to be just as good, if not better, than those guys. That's how much talent Noah Syndergaard has in his right arm. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports.